Good morning and welcome into our broadcast of California Winter League playoff baseball. It's the quarterfinals as the 7-seeded Alberta Grizzly gets set to take on the number 3 seed in the Palm Springs Chill. I'm Brandon Januska alongside Evan Patoka. We had rain come through yesterday, so we spent this morning getting the field ready, and it is ready to go. We're set for playoff baseball. The quarterfinals set to get underway in just a moment.
Yeah, with the rain yesterday, we had to cancel some games. We had to move the play-in game a day back, but now field is ready to go. Still a little muddy out there, but nothing these players haven't played through before, as the Alberta Grizzly are looking to keep the momentum up. They beat the Bombers 12-6 on Wednesday. After a 7-run top of the 6th inning, their offense was red hot in that game.
Well, look to carry that into this matchup. That win on Wednesday got them the opportunity to play the 3-seeded Palm Springs Chill. We'll give you the lineups as they're already out on the field, ready to warm up and get this game underway. First, for Jared Lemieux and the Alberta Grizzly, the 7-seed in this playoffs, it's the leadoff man, second baseman Davey Morgan. Batting second is in center field, Andrew Grovdahl. The left fielder, Scott Shaw. Batting third today, Braden Dolbatian in the cleanup spot at first base. Matthew Maldonado's your designated hitter, batting fifth. Matthew Fabian in right field bats sixth. AJ Carosis, the left-handed hitting third baseman, in the 7 spot. Behind the dish today is Anthony Burgos. He bats 8th. And Josh Roberts, the switch-hitting shortstop, rounding out the 9 in back of Delvis Lorenzo, the right-handed pitcher for the Alberta Grizzly. And on the other side for Tom Vaith and the Palm Springs Chill, leading things off is right-hander Ethan Roberts. Dominic Bucko, the center fielder, will bat second today. Isaiah Fleming in the 3 spot at designated hitter. Jarrett Burney, the cleanup man, at short. Jamonte Woods, the first baseman, batting 5th. John McGuire is at third today, batting 6th. Tristan Charlo is the 7-hitter at second base. Caleb Ware in left field batting 8th, and Nick Chusano will round out the 9. He's catching today, all in back of right-handed pitcher Jeff Rotz. It's Rotz against Lorenzo. It's Chill against the Grizzly as we're ready to get this one underway. Davey Morgan steps in against Jeff Rotz.
Jeff Rotz, fastball at a high 80s, has the curveball in the mid-70s with some good movement on it. Sliders also at the mid-70s with a little less movement, more to the right side on the arm side slot. And then the changeup is about a low 80s changeup.
Comes in with a 1-2 record at 4.42 ERA. So he's ready to deliver a first pitch home to the Grizzlies' second baseman, Davey Morgan. Here it is, up and in for ball 1 at 10:02 Pacific Standard Time. And this quarterfinal matchup is underway.
Yeah, so what we thought about from the rain is might not have been able to have the game here on time, but shout out to all the ops people, hard workers out there. Really getting it done, getting this field ready. We're starting on time.
1-0 popped up high in the air behind second base, racing back and now coming in to make the catch, Dominic Bucko. The middle infielders were going back as well, but it's the center fielder Bucko who makes the catch for the first out.
A lot of ground having to be covered out there. You know, the grass is going to be a little wet, so keep in mind with the traction in the cleats. Running too fast, you might slip and fall. We might see some trips today, but Bucko is able to control it and make the easy running grab for out number 1.
Brings up Andrew Grovdahl, the left-handed hitting center fielder. Right-handed pitcher and Jeff Rotz. Left-handed hitter and Grovdahl. 1 out, bases empty, just underway. Top of the first inning, no score. As the first pitch misses outside for ball 1.
Grovdahl doing pretty good. He's a newcomer here in session 2, hitting at a .333, 6 for 18. Has 3 RBIs, scored 4 runs as this Grizzly team has some speed.
The 1-0 hit on the ground right side, right to the first baseman, Woods, who has it and races over underhanding to the pitcher, Rotz, who covers the bag for out number 2. Yeah, you mentioned the speed of the Grizzly. They stole more bases during the regular season than any other team in the league. Led the league with 51 stolen bases. They were only caught 5 times, so not only did they have the most steals, they also had the best success rate at 91%.
And they have the league leader in steals, who we'll see later, in Josh Roberts. He's got 12 of those 51.
Now it's Scott Shaw, the left-handed hitter, in left field today. 2 outs, bases empty, no score, top of the first inning. Rotz takes a deep breath, sets at the belt, and now fires home. Outside for ball one. He started every single batter with an outside pitch.
Well, then that means he'll induce some contact to get that third out because it's happened the other 2 times. So far, really leaning heavy on that fastball, though, is Rotz. And if it works, you got to keep going with it.
The 1-0. There was a fastball outside for ball 2 at 88 miles per hour.
Scott Shaw hitting at a 241 with 6 RBIs. 7 runs scored, as we said, some speed there. Able to score a lot of runs, the Grizzly.
Jeff Rotz, 19 innings pitched. This is his 6th outing. 18 strikeouts against 7 walks. It's the 2-0. Misses outside. It's a 3-0 count on Scott Shaw.
And Rotz is trying to hit that outside corner. Sometimes it works, but on these 3 pitches, he's gotten a close 50-50 call on all 3 of them. Just nothing really going his way.
3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch. There's a strike. And it's 3-1. Braden Dolbatian is on deck if Shaw can find a way to reach with 2 outs. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Righty to lefty, the pitch. Outside, ball 4, it's a 2-out walk.
Yeah, and there was one of those times where he was trying to hit that outside again. That one was a little slower at 85, but had some movement on it, but he wasn't able to get it into the zone.
Scott Shaw at first base. He's 3 for 3, or rather 1 for 2 on stolen base attempts. Possibility he could go with 2 outs, try to get himself in scoring position for Braden Dolbatian. The cleanup man comes in hitting .359. He's driven in 8. As he takes a first pitch strike.
First 0-1 count we've seen so far today. See if Rotz can dial it in here. Maybe hit that outside corner and get a good call going his way.
Always important, too, after a walk, to get that first pitch strike. The 0-1. Shaw takes off from first. The pitch is a strike. The throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Scott Shaw. He's in scoring position. It's now an 0-2 count, though, on Braden Dolbatian.
Well, we were talking about it. We saw he was the fastest team in the league. They steal the most bags. That is number 52. They're just extending their lead as Scott Shaw gets his 2nd of the season.
Dolbatian and the Grizzly trying to strike first. No score, top of the 1st inning. Runner at 2nd and Shaw, 2 outs. And an 0-2 pitch coming from Jeff Rotz to Braden Dolbatian. Rotz is set, and the 0-2. Fouled back and out of play. We'll do it again. Braden Dolbatian, one of the mainstays in this lineup, playing in his 15th game for the team. Few extra base hits. He's doubled 3 times. He could use a hit here to drive in the game's first run. And he's driven in 8 on the season. The 0-2, fouled back again.
That one at 89 for Rotz, fastest pitch we've seen from him. Let's see if he can hit 90 here on his fastball. There weren't a lot of them, and Dolbatian's just able to keep fighting.
First time Jeff Rotz is facing off against the Grizzly this season. The 2 teams met up just twice in the regular season. The Chill won both of those. Top of the 1st inning, Grizzly trying to strike. Runner at 2nd, it's still an 0-2 count after back-to-back foul balls. The pitch popped up right side in foul grounds. First baseman Woods over, dives, and did not come up with it. Lost sight of him for a moment in a huddle of Grizzly players right by the Grizzly dugout. Did not come up with the ball as he slid into a crowd of players.
Yeah, that's an amazing effort there, not only from Woods, but also from Chusano, kind of converging in near that Grizzly dugout. As really valiant effort for Woods, but he just wasn't able to come up with it, Very muddy over there.
Yeah, it's hard with the mud, and again, you're running toward the players for the Grizzlies. They're trying to get out of the way. But you have a crowd of bodies trying to track the ball. You have the mud, the change from grass to dirt, as you get toward that dugout. Not an easy play. So it remains 0-2 on Dolbatian. The pitch from Rotz. Popped up again. This one should be playable on the infield. Rotz is in. Chusano goes back. It's the first baseman Woods who calls them both off and makes the catch about 5 feet away from home plate to retire the side. Grizzly get a runner on, but they leave him in scoring position. No score after half an inning of play. Chill coming up on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including one mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. Oh, look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We move to the bottom of the first inning. No score between the Grizzly and the Palm Springs Chill. Ethan Roberts set to lead off against Delvis Lorenzo of the Alberta Grizzly. Lorenzo making his 4th start, his 6th appearance overall, 2-1 with a 3.56 ERA.
Yeah, Delvis doesn't throw as fast as Rotz, but he still has a nice little fastball. He's got a slider in the low 70s and then the changeup with some good movement. Only 3 pitches, but he's been able to work with those 3 pitches pretty well, and that's why he's getting the start here in a playoff game for the Grizzly.
And like Jeff Rotz, Lorenzo has not faced off against the Chill. So first time seeing this new lineup. Again, the Chill and Grizzly only met up 2 times in the regular season. The Chill won both of those matchups. So the Grizzly will look to change that tide and pull out a win here in the quarterfinals. Winner advances, loser goes home. One and done in the California Winter League playoffs.
Yeah, if the Grizzly win it, they will be playing at China in the semifinal. If the Chill win, they're going to have to wait for Blue Sox Power, or they will be playing the Canada A's in the semifinal tomorrow. Both those games are tomorrow before the championship on Sunday.
Well, Ethan Roberts digs in, set to take on Delvis Lorenzo and try to strike. No score, bottom of the first inning. Ethan Roberts recently signed a contract in the Frontier League with the Windy City Thunderbolts. Just signed that 2 days ago. He'll look to show off now in front of his new team. As the first pitch home, breaking ball curves in for strike 1.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these guys either offered or signing contracts. Scott Shaw, Davey Morgan, Braden Dolbatian, Jarrett Burney. All those guys have been offered or have already signed, and they're just getting some more reps in.
And this is an important time with the playoffs going on. I'm sure a lot of those managers, a lot of those fans and front offices are tuning in to these games to see them as the 0-1 misses downstairs. 1-1 on the leadoff man for the Chill. And also, if you don't have a contract yet, it's even more important to try to win yourself a contract in these last couple of games.
Especially because it's in the playoffs. Good games matter when it matters most, and your season's on the line.
1 ball, 1 strike on Ethan Roberts. Righty-righty matchup. Lorenzo takes a breath, now pitches from the stretch. Check swing. It's called a strike on the inside edge. 1-2.
It's a nice slider there as it looked like it was going to hit Roberts, but then just goes right on the inside corner. And now it's 1-2.
Roberts on the season hitting .368, 1 home run. That was an inside the park home run. The last regular season game for the team as this one comes in and hits Ethan Roberts, which is something that he's familiar with. He was hit 7 times in the regular season, the most by anyone in the California Winter League. And as a team, the Chill actually were hit the 4th most, 19 times. It's the Grizzly who were actually hit more than anyone else. So both these teams have plenty of bruises from the regular season as Roberts goes down to first for Dominic Bucko.
Yeah, Roberts has scored 20 runs this season, which is one of the highest in CWL history. And the 7, now 8 hit by pitches and his ability to walk is definitely the reason why he's in that leadoff spot.
4 walks on the season, along with now 8 hit by pitches as Bucko shoots one deep the other way. Shaw going back, looking up, and it's out of here. A 2-run homer for Dominic Bucko, and the Chill strike first. It's 2-0 in the bottom of 1.
Wow.
Dominic Bucko taking it the other way.
I don't think we've seen somebody hit an Oppo Taco homer yet. Dominic Bucko takes it the other way, just barely gets off the top of the wall and over. And that's a great start for a Chill offense that's been rolling so far this season.
It's .350 to the corner. He hit it .359 to just sneak it over, shooting it the other way out to left. And it's 2-0 Chill on top. Nobody out in the bottom of the first inning as Isaiah Fleming, the DH, digs in. Some clouds in the sky, but the sun poking through. Bright and sunny on the field at the moment as a curveball gets in there for a strike. 0-1 on Fleming.
And it looks like the wind is really going right to left field there, and that probably helped the ball carry on that Bucko home run.
Bucko has displayed good power. That's his first long ball. He did have 3 doubles, though. 3 of his 8 hits were extra base hits. The 0-1. Fouled back. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and why? What better way to get your first homer of the season than in a playoff game? As Fleming tries to keep it going for the Chill offense.
Isaiah Fleming, one of the later arrivals to the Chill. Played 6 games in the regular season, but he was good. In .313, became a mainstay in this lineup. Behind 0-2. The pitch. Shot toward right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Fabian runs in toward the foul line, and now going for second is Fleming. Trying to catch him sleeping, and he's in with a head-first slide. He saw Fabian kind of lackadaisical going for that ball in right field, and Fleming takes an extra 90 feet.
Yeah, and that's just great. Not only opposite field hitting once again for the Chill, but some good base running as he kind of sees Fabian running a little slow, going slowly with the ball. He doesn't assume that he's going to try and go 2 there, but he does test him, and he causes Fabian to panic out in right field.
Yeah, give a double to Isaiah Fleming, as it was just a lack of hustle. No misplay on the ball that allowed him to get in as Jarrett Burney comes up. Still nobody out, runner in scoring position. And Jarrett Burney, who led the led the California Winter League, rather, in batting average, digs in and takes a pitch inside for ball 1.
Yeah, Burney doesn't strike out much. He's a good hitter of the ball. Even if it's foul, he has some good at-bats, some good patience, and he's just really deserving of that cleanup spot in this Chill lineup.
He hit .422 in the regular season. Drove in 8. Runner at second and Fleming. The 1-0. Low and away for ball 2. You said he doesn't strike out much. He doesn't walk too much either. Just 2 of them. He was also hit twice. He's a guy who likes to swing the bat. And when you're hitting over 400, your manager will take that.
Oh, yeah. If I was hitting .420, I'd like to swing the bat too.
Runner at second. 2-0 Chill on top. Nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. 2-run homer from Dominic Bucko got the scoring started. Now a 2-0 pitch to Jarrett Burney. This is downstairs for ball 3.
Oh, looks like he may be one ball away from his third walk of the season. He just hasn't really gotten any competitive pitches so far.
Lorenzo during the season, 17 2/3 innings. He walked 10 in the regular season, along with 13 strikeouts. Behind 3-0 on Burney. The pitch home. Outside, it's a 4-pitch walk. They're at first and second, still nobody out in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, and this is what's tough for Grizzly pitching is that first 4 guys have come up, but you still have Jamonte Woods who's hitting 321, then John McGuire who's hitting 341. You got to get through them. There's still no outs.
Yeah, there's really no break in this Chill offense. An offense that scored more runs than any other team. In terms of per game, I should say, 7.07 runs per game. That led the California Winter League. Left-handed hitting, Jamonte Woods, first and second, 2-0. Chill on top in the bottom of the first inning. Here's a pitch outside for ball 1.
Jamonte Woods leads the league in doubles with 7, so if he gets one in the gap here, Fleming and Burney could score easily here and put this maybe out of reach early for the Chill.
Drove in 9 during the regular season. The 1-0. Called a strike. That snaps 5 straight misses for Lorenzo. It's a 1-1 count.
He's getting to that changeup again, trying to locate in the zone here. You don't want to walk another one for the bases loaded, especially with a guy like McGuire on deck.
First and second, nobody out. Righty to lefty, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. It's 2-1. This all started off. Lorenzo was ahead of Ethan Roberts, the leadoff man. Then he hit him with a pitch when the count was 1-2. Dominic Bucko then shot the first pitch the other way for a 2-run homer. Isaiah Fleming doubled and then a walk to Burney. As runners at first and second, nobody out, 2-0 Chill. And a 2-1 pitch coming to Jamonte Woods. Here it is. That's skied in the air toward the left and drifting out of play. 2-2. Beautiful day after the rain yesterday. Nice and sunny, a bit cloudy out as well. Some puffy clouds in the sky. You have the beautiful mountain scene in the background behind the palm trees. Wind blowing from right to left. As a 2-2 pitch comes in to Jamonte Woods from Delvis Lorenzo. Hit on the ground right side. Gloved by Dolbatian. The first baseman takes it to the bag himself. That's the first out of the inning as the runners advance to second and third.
Can call that an unintentional sacrifice as he grounds it really softly to first and allows both runners to move into scoring position. Definitely not what Jamonte really wanted, but does help the cause out.
Yeah, productive out. Jamonte Woods, though, a guy who usually likes to hit the ball hard. Some of those doubles have been rockets off the wall.
And he does have some speed. He's able to get 2 relatively easily. Surprised he hasn't tried to go 3 on a couple of them.
It brings up John McGuire now with 1 out. Runners at second and third. And the pitch from Lorenzo. Outside, ball 1.
And something I've noticed just regarding Delvis is that he's wearing the number 12, which is not his normal number. Usually that's Jason Leone's number.
Yeah, typically wears number 4 when he's on the mound. Trying to mix things up for the quarterfinal game. Both rosters had some additions as well as the 1-0. Lifted in the air right field. Coming in is Fabian. Going out is Morgan. The second baseman, Morgan, makes the catch about 10 feet into the outfield grass. And there's 2 away. Runners hold at second and third.
Well, we saw some aggressive running from Fleming on that double, but he's not going to try and do it again as that one's just a little too shallow for him to try and score. And Davey Morgan does have one heck of an arm.
So it turns to Tristan Charlo. 2-0 Chill on top. with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning, just underway in this quarterfinal matchup. Tristan Charlo, the second baseman, will try to drive one of those runs home. 10 RBIs on the season. That leads the team. As he takes the first pitch, strike.
Would be big here for Delvis to get that third out, especially since there were 2 on with no outs. And now the runners in scoring position with 1 out got John McGuire to pop up. No one advances. Got to get Charlo here to hold them at 2.
The 0-1. Up high, 1-1. First 4 batters of the inning reached for the chill. 2 of them coming in to score on the 2-run homer by Dominic Bucco. Runners are at second and third, 2 outs and a 1-1 count on Charlo. Charlo hit just 179 in the season, but again, he made them count. 10 runs driven in. Also walked 9 times. It's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
Charlo coming from Waterbury, Connecticut, coming all the way across the country. Went to Erie Community College and Crown College in Pennsylvania. Bit of a different sort of scenery compared to Connecticut.
Yeah, a lot of these guys going coast to coast.
All these guys going across the world.
Yeah, some foreign players, international players as well. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Lorenzo gets out of it, but the 2-run homer by Dominic Bucco gives the Chill a 2-0 lead after 1. We head to the second on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
2-0 Chill on top, courtesy of the Dominic Bucco 2-run homer in the first. As Jeff Rotz is back out to take on the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Alberta Grizzly, Matthew Maldonado, Matthew Fabian, and AJ Carosis. Couple of lefties in Maldonado and Carosis coming up against the right-hander Rotz. First, it's the left-handed hitting DH, Matthew Maldonado.
Yeah, manager Jared Lemieux put 4 lefties and a switch hitter in this lineup, so he knew what he was looking for against Rotz. And we'll see if it pays off for him here as they're already down 2-0. They need the offense to pick it up early.
Maldonado is definitely a guy capable of giving that offense. A two-way player. He also pitches. Hit .345 in the regular season. Jeff Rotz sets at the belt and delivers the first pitch. That's outside for ball 1.
Jeff Rotz trying to keep up what he did last inning. He's able to get 4 batters, get the 3 outs, and no damage, no hits. It was only the walk to Scott Shaw that was the only blemish.
Couple of Texas natives dueling it out. Rotz from Richmond, Texas. Maldonado from New Braunfels. As the 1-0's in for a strike, it's 1-1.
Rotz has been all over the place in the Pioneer, Frontier League, and the Pecos League.
Played with a couple of Pioneer League teams when he was out there. Both Boise and Idaho Falls as his 1-1. Misses low and in. It's 2-1 on Maldonado. 2-0 Chill, top of the second inning.
We've seen Maldonado pitching, sometimes doing the two-way. He's one of the more two-way players. You know, he's pitching, hitting for himself, but
big swing and a miss makes it 2-2.
Today just hitting as he pitched yesterday in that win against the Bombers.
That win is what got them here, allowed them a chance to take on the 3 seed in the Palm Springs Chill. The 2-2. Popped up left side in foul grounds. McGuire, the third baseman's over. Does he have room? It falls in play, but unable to make the grab is the Illinois native, John McGuire. It remains 2-2.
McGuire looked like he overran it a little bit. He ran to the fence looking like it was going to go over, but it does land in that bullpen area. And you got to wonder if the mud and all the wear and tear from the rain is going to affect all these foul balls in play.
Yeah, it could certainly be slippery, especially out in foul grounds. Foul grounds doesn't get quite as much maintenance as the main field does. The 2-2. That's lifted toward the left center field gap. Ware and Bucko on their horse, and Ware is able to make the grab. A few steps shy of the track for the first out.
Maldonado trying to do what Bucko did, but didn't quite get the power on it. It's 90 off the bat and only goes around 326, but still some good hitting from Maldonado. He just needs to get it down a little quicker.
Brings up Matthew Fabian, right-handed hitter. The right fielder for the Grizzly today, and Jared Lemieux. 2-0 Chill on top. As the pitch fouled back. 0-1 on Fabian.
Fabian batting .450 in limited ABs as he hasn't really he didn't play too much in the middle of the season. He's been 9 for 20 though, 5 walks and 3 RBIs. He's been a big part of the lineup, and I'm sure Jared Lemieux is happy that he is back in the lineup.
Dealt with an injury during the season, and yeah, great addition to have back for the playoffs. Another good speed guy, speedy outfielder as he looks at strike 2. If he can get on base, he could turn a walk or a single into a double easily. 8 for 8 on stolen bases. 1 out, bases empty right now, and an 0-2 count on Fabian. 2-0 Chill on top. Rotz is 0-2, low and away. Tried to get the swing, Fabian didn't bite.
Yeah, that was a nice slider. It just kind of went out a little too far, and it didn't get Fabian.
Now the 1-2 pitch. That's hit on the ground left side. McGuire bobbles it. Does he have time? He's just going to eat it. It was hit to him. He dropped it, picked it back up, and didn't have a chance against the speedy Fabian, who reaches on the E5.
As we've been talking about, Fabian is a big speed threat here. Let's see if he tries to take second. Especially Carosis, Burgos, and Roberts also being some good threats on the base paths.
Carosis comes up with 1 out and 1 on. 2-0, Chill on top. We're in the top of the second inning. Carosis hit just above the Mendoza line, 207 in the regular season as Fabian took off on the first pitch. The pitch missed, and Fabian is in with a stolen base. Wasting no time to get himself in scoring position. Now 9 for 9 in stealing bases.
That was really interesting. It looked like a little bit of a weird jump from Fabian as he was kind of jogging to second, but Giussano just didn't realize what was happening. He threw it a little too late, and Fabian's now in scoring position.
The 1-0, he takes off for third. The pitch low and in, the slide, and he's in with another stolen base, and the ball gets away. Now he's going to come in to score. It trickled away from McGuire at third into foul grounds. Fabian with heads-up base running saw the ball, and by the time the pitcher, Jeff Rotz, got to it in foul grounds, Fabian had already come in to score. It's a 2-1 ball game. Give a stolen base of third, and then he comes home on the error.
Talk about stealing your team a run. Stolen base of second, goes to third, gets there in time. Kind of looked like he could have it hit off of him. It stopped it from going into the outfield, but he still ends up scoring because nobody knew where the ball was going. Fabian, just some great base running.
Unfortunate break for the Chill. It's now a 2-0 count on A.J. Carosis, the left-handed hitter. Base is empty. 2-1 ball game as that's fouled off to the left side, and it'll trickle out of play. 2-1.
And Rotz has to find a way to rebound after that one. Wasn't even really his fault, as the error brought him to first, and then he just ran around the bases, just pitch after pitch. That one's an unearned run for Rotz, so he's got to try and rebound here.
Couple of errors helped the Grizzly get that run home. 2-1 count on A.J. Carosis. The pitch. Outside for ball 3. Hitters count for the Grizzly third baseman. Base is empty. 2-1 ball game. The catcher Burgos is on deck. The 3-1. Inside ball 4.
Well, Carosis has been really good at being patient. Didn't get the pitch he wanted. That's his 9th walk of the season.
And this is the Grizzly game. This is how they like to play. Draw those walks, get on base any way that you possibly can. They were 5th in the league in batting average, 4th in on-base percentage. But again, the best base-stealing team in the league. So when they get runners on, they're usually going to end up in scoring position. Carosis, for his part, was 4 for 4 on stolen base attempts. Anthony Burgos hit .211 on the season, drove in 1. 2-1 Chill on top. It's a pitch outside for ball 1. Sun creeping back out from behind a cloud, brightening up Palm Springs Stadium. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Good high fastball there. Seen a lot of fastballs this team has. Some breaking balls, but definitely relying heavily on the high 80s speed.
We were talking earlier about guys coming from coast to coast. Burgos from New York City. The 1-1 in for a strike. It's 1-2. Went to school at Monroe University and also Lincoln University. He has a 1-2 count on him here. Runner at first is Carosis. 2-1 Chill. Top of the second inning, the pitch. This is low and away, and the count's even at 2.
It's a good take from Burgos. That was a nice breaking ball.
1 out in the inning. Rotz got Maldonado to fly out to start the inning. The error allowed Fabian to reach. He sprinted around the bases, a couple of steals as that's fouled off to the left. And then scored on another error by the Chill. Make it a 2-1 ball game.
Good bit of space in between Charlo and Bernie in that middle area. Hitting one right over second base, might be able to get it through for a base hit.
Runner takes off the pitch outside. No throw down to second base, and it's a stolen base for A.J. Carosis. The pitch missed outside. It's a full count now on Burgos.
And I wonder why Chusano didn't throw the ball there. It seemed like he had him. He may have thought it was ball 4. Interesting decision there from Chusano. It could have been at least close.
Maybe an infielder was a little late covering the bag. It looked like they were there as a swing and a miss from Burgos. Gives a big second out. That'll bring up Josh Roberts. The switch hitter will bat from the left side against the righty, Jeff Rotz.
Well, talking about speed, Josh Roberts doesn't get on too much, but when he does, oh boy, can he take bags.
You mentioned earlier, led the league in stolen bases. He was a perfect 12 for 12. Comes up with a runner at second, 2 outs. That's the tying run at second as he lifts it in the air. Softly hit, left side. Ware charging in, and it's the shortstop, Bernie, who races out and makes the grab right in front of his left fielder to end the inning. Grizzly get one. They cut the lead in half. We go to the bottom of the second. 2-1 Chill on top on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
We move to the bottom of the second inning. 2-1 Chill on top. A lot of offense so far in the early going. A 2-run homer by Dominic Bucco, providing the 2 runs for the Chill in the first, and then a run for the Grizzly in the second. Matthew Fabian doing it all himself. Reached on an error, stole second, stole third, and as he was sliding into third base, the ball got away, and he ended up coming home on the play to cut the lead in half. It's 2-1. Chill on top in the bottom of the second as they'll look to add on. Caleb Ware leads things off.
Yeah, and it was a great decision on that error by Nick Chusano to reach home for Matthew Fabian, as he probably would have been stuck at third in hindsight now that we saw that Anthony Burgos would strike out, Josh Roberts would fly out to Bernie at short. So a great decision, and now only a 1-run deficit for the Grizzly. They got to get through this inning, though. The bottom of the lineup for the Chill.
8, 9, and 1. Ware, Chusano, and then back to the top with Ethan Roberts. Very dangerous Chill lineup. We mentioned they average the most runs per game in the regular season. Caleb Ware will try to get things going against Delvis Lorenzo on for his second inning of work.
Delvis is going to have to limit the walks, limit the balls thrown, fight in the zone, get the guys to hit into grounders, because it was working at the end of the first inning.
First 4 men reached for the Chill in the first, and then Lorenzo locked in and retired the next 3. He'll look to keep that going right now against Caleb Ware. Hit 139 during the regular season. He takes upstairs for ball 1. He did have a 279 on base percentage, though, and drove in 7. So he's capable of putting the ball in play. He'll be patient, draw his share of walks.
Yeah, when he gets hits, they're usually coming in pretty big situations. He's driven in only 7 runs, but he only has 5 hits.
The 1-0 pitch. Low and away for ball 2.
And you don't want to get back to your old ways here if you're Delvis Lorenzo. Already down 2-0 here against Caleb Ware, and he's speedy. He'll steal a bag or 2, so you don't want to walk the leadoff guy, especially not if it's Caleb Ware.
And again, he is patient as well. You said 5 hits. He also had 5 walks in the regular season as the 2-0 pitch is fouled off at the plate. Fouled it straight down. 2-1. 2-1 count to 2-1 score. Chill on top, bottom of the second inning. Base is empty, nobody out. Caleb Ware went to Rutgers University and New Jersey City, New Jersey native. The 2-1 from Lorenzo. On the ground left side and fouled just wide of the third base bag. It's 2-2.
It's a low 80s fastball just to the left of the third base line. Gross has had a good play on it. He had a good read and maybe could have made the play, but ends up being a foul ball.
The 2-2 pitch. Just high for ball 3. Ware thought about it for a moment, but held up.
And this is a big pitch here for Delvis. It really kind of sets the tone for the inning. If you strike him out or get him to ground out, fly out, then it seems like the momentum's going to be back on his side. But if you walk him, it's just going to be the same going as the first inning.
Never want to fall too far behind. It's just a one-run ball game so far. 2-1 Chill. In the bottom of 2, the payoff pitch popped up. Behind second base, racing in is Gravdal. Going back is Morgan. It is the center fielder, Gravdal, who comes in to make the catch in shallow center field for the first out.
Some good communication to avoid a collision there between Roberts, Morgan, and Gravdal. Center fielder makes the grab here, and a good first out. He was able to attack the strike zone with that last at-bat and get him to get under the ball.
Brings up Nick Chusano, Chill 9-hitter. Chusano, another guy who reaches at a high clip. 286 batting average as he swings through the first offering, 0-1.
Another guy who's really patient on a team full of patient hitters. 11 walks and has 15 runs scored.
That's why his on-base percentage is nearly 200 points higher than his batting average. 286, he's 469 on base. As this one comes in and hits him. Third time this year he's been hit by a pitch. He'll head down to first. The second man hit today by Delvis Lorenzo. It's a one-out base runner for the Chill.
Oh, that'll up the on-base percentage as he's hit by a pitch. Looks like he's grimacing in pain a little bit, but he seems to be okay. But now the first hit by a pitch recipient is now up in Ethan Roberts.
Ethan Roberts was on board for the Dominic Bucko 2-run homer. Bucko's on deck. 1 out, 1 on. A 2-1 Chill lead. Trying to add on. Chusano, not too much of a stolen base threat. He attempted 1. He was caught in the regular season. Takes a short lead, held on at first by Dolbatian. As the first pitch home from Delvis Lorenzo is taken downstairs by Roberts.
And the hit by pitch, you have to get past that. Your defenders are in double play positioning right now. Let me get him to turn 2. Ethan Roberts is really fast, and that's why he's the leadoff hitter, but at least being able to get the leadoff runner in Chusano would be big here for Delvis to get a 0.
Double play would end the inning. There's 1 out, 1 on. And a 1-0 pitch. Low and away for ball 2. Roberts definitely a tough guy to double up with his speed. Doesn't translate too much to stolen bases. He was 3 for 5 in the regular season, but oftentimes you'll see him get on base and he'll go first to third or try to score on a play from second or even first. Again, the last regular season game for the Chill, he hit a inside the park home run. As the pitch upstairs for ball 3.
Yeah, that inside the park home run was shot to center field. It just got past the dive of Juan Francis out there when they were playing the Canada A's. Able to get all the way around the bases. Score 3 runs.
Runner at first. It's a 3-0 count on Roberts here. The pitch. There's a strike to make it 3-1.
Good framing by Burgos. He couldn't get the other ones back in there, as he's been throwing it pretty much outside the whole time here, but that one he's able to kind of scoot back into the strike zone and get the call.
Roberts a dangerous hitter, 368 batting average. The 3-1. Hit on the ground, right side. Morgan has it, goes to second for one. The throw on to first. Bang, bang, play, but they got him. 4-6-3, inning-ending, twin-killing, double play. It remains 2-1. Chill on top as we head to the third on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
On to the third inning, 2-1, Chill on top as the Grizzly will look to tie things up. Top of the order due up, Morgan, Gravdahl, and Shaw after Delvis Lorenzo induced an inning-ending double play to end the Chill threat in the second.
Yeah, Davey Morgan, the man who started the double play, they worked really quickly to be able to get the Speedy Roberts at first. It got him by about half a step. Delvis Lorenzo able to get out of that inning with a 1-2-3.
Morgan flew out to shallow center field. Bucko able to make the grab behind second base. That led off the ball game. It's a 2-1 Chill lead. In the top of the third is Rott's first pitch is inside for ball 1.
Davey Morgan, after flying out to center, now hitting at a 9 for 32, so about a 290 average with 9 walks and 5 RBI, has been a good part of this Grizzly offense.
The 1-0 lifted in the air, shallow center again. Bucko coming in. He calls it and makes the grab. That one a little bit further out to center field, but easy play for Bucko for out number 1.
2 identical at-bats there for Davey Morgan, hitting it to center field on the second pitch. Loves hitting it over to Dominic Bucko over there in center.
I'm sure Bucko loves it as well, too. Relatively routine plays for him out in center as Andrew Gravdahl will step in. Gravdahl grounded out to first. His first time as he fouls the first pitch back. It's 0-1. Well, these two teams I mentioned only met up 2 times in the regular season, but the managers certainly know each other. Tom Faith, the manager of the Chill, and Jared Lemieux managing the Grizzly as the 0-1 pitch to Gravdahl is popped up high in the air behind home plate. Left side, McGuire giving chase near the dugout, and it'll get out of play into the bleachers. It's 0-2. These two managers faced off about 5-6 months ago in the Frontier League playoffs. 2024 playoffs with Tom Vate's Wild Things beating Jared Lemieux's Crushers 2-0 in the best-of-3 series and actually shut out the Crushers in both games, 2-0 and 10-0. That won't happen here. Both teams have scored. It's a 2-1 ball game.
But Jared Lemieux looking to get some revenge on Tom Vaith here after getting swept in that series, maybe trying to get a victory here to advance.
Absolutely, as the 0-2 late swing and a miss by Gravdahl. And that's the first out. Second strikeout of the day for Jeff Rotz. The second out of the inning. Brings up Scott Shaw.
That was a really nice breaking ball there. Nice curve right into the zone, and it looked like he was kind of a half swing low into the zone, able to get him striking out for the second out.
Scott Shaw drew a walk his first time. The left-handed hitter against the righty and Rotz. First pitch home. Fouled off to the left. It's 0-1. And for Jared Lemieux, he's looking to snap 4 straight losses against Tom Vaith. Again, lost both regular season games here in the Winter League and both those playoff games in the Frontier League against Tom Vaith.
Just can't get to him. Sometimes it's not something you can do, but it'd be good for Jared Lemieux to get it done when it matters most.
The 0-1. Line down the left field line, but foul. Off the side wall, it's 0-2. Jared Lemieux trying to go on a run here in the California Winter League playoffs with the Alberta Grizzly. He and the Grizzly won the California Winter League in 2024. But a little bit extra work this time, coming in as the 7 seed.
Yeah, and the win against the Bombers was already an upset there. Pitching staff being one of the lowest, or I guess the highest ERAs in the league at a 6.30. But the offense has been pretty good.
The 0-2 swing and a miss for strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Jeff Rotz. He and the Chill have a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the third on your California Winter League YouTube channel. Bottom of the third inning from Palm Springs Stadium. Chill with a 2-1 lead over the Grizzly. Brandon Januska along with Evan Patoka. Delvis Lorenzo out for his third inning of work. Looking to continue the success he had in the second.
Yeah, and it was mentioned earlier, but there are some additions to both of these squads. None of them playing for some reason, but Bubba Thompson and Noah Cole are with the Grizzlies, or the Grizzly, and it'll be Chaz Graham and Mark Hernandez with the Chill.
Yeah, some of those Session 2 guys got added to different teams, give them more reps if they were with the Bombers after the Bombers got knocked out. So some player transactions still taking place even in the postseason. So it's a 2-1 Chill lead. Dominic Bucco, the man who drove both of those runs home for the Chill with a 2-run homer in the first, digs in against Delvis Lorenzo. Bucco went the other way Left-handed hitter hit it out to left. He takes a strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1.
Bucko took advantage of that wind going right to left field, but now there's no wind, so might be a little harder for him to take one the other way. There's a decent-sized gap in between Roberts and Morgan in center field again. They're shifting a little bit for the pole hitter Bucko.
The 0-1 from Lorenzo. Check swing. It's in for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Bucko behind in the count this time. He jumped all over the first pitch from Lorenzo in the first inning.
Great start here from Delvis, hitting that outside corner and getting both of those calls.
Sun peeks behind a cloud as shade comes over the stadium. Before this 0-2 pitch to Dominic Bucko. Here it comes. Outside, 1-2.
That one was just a wide release at 82. Fastball just getting outside. Burgos has done a really good job at blocking the wild pitches that have been coming his way.
Dominic Bucko, a guy with some professional experience, played in the Atlantic League. He's from out east, Butler, Pennsylvania. The 1-2. Lifted the other way, pretty well hit, drifting foul grounds, giving chases Shaw, and it'll get out of play.
Tried to get another one to the opposite field. Didn't quite get it in fair territory. Probably wouldn't have gone over either way, but doing really good at getting some opposite field power.
Yeah, and it seems like Lorenzo has been trying to attack that outside edge, so Bucko doing a nice job just hitting it where it wants to go. Just shoot it back where it comes from. Base is empty, 2-1 Chill lead, the 1-2 pitch. With nobody out in the bottom of the third, the pitch. Check swing on a pitch low and in, he went around, and that's strike 3, and now Burgos will apply the tag. Bucko doesn't like the call, he thought he held up, but it's out number 1.
That's probably one of the better breaking balls we've seen from Delvis so far today, as it makes him swing to his knees. Check swing got him, and Burgos was able to apply the tag. A quick first out here.
Brings up Isaiah Fleming, a hustle double back in the first inning, a ball that just landed, just kind of blooped into right field. Realized that Fabian was taking his time going toward it. He was near the foul line, and he just sprinted around first and took second base. 1 out, base is empty as he fouls the first pitch straight back. Below us, and a nice catch made, I believe by a fan. Gets some applause here at Palm Springs Stadium.
That one was really close to where we're at right now, but people right below us able to make a nice grab.
It's now an 0-1 count on Fleming. 2-1 Chill in the bottom of the third. Renzo takes a long look in, now fires the 0-1. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's one of those inside calls that may have been a strike 50-50 call, but I think Fleming crowding the plate a little bit is able to fool the umpire into giving him that ball call there.
Fleming, we mentioned, one of the later additions to the team, has been productive ever since entering the lineup as the 1-1 is shot into right field. Fabian underneath, and he'll make the grab. Took a couple of steps to his left, and that's out number 2.
Fabian making sure that he was able to get to that one. As he said, he's been hit there twice now for Fleming, and first one, as he said, he was caught sleeping a little bit, but that one he's able to get under and make the grab.
So it'll bring up Jarrett Burney. Did not have to move the bat at all his first time up. He walked on 4 pitches. Deep breath from Delvis Lorenzo for the first pitch home to the batting average leader in the California Winter League, Jarrett Burney. The pitch low and in for ball 1.
Yeah, and Bernie just looking to find any pitch that he can swing at. As you said, he has not swung at all. Only taken 5 balls so far, but get something in the zone, he can definitely hit it to all fields.
.422 batting average. That led the league. As the 1-0 delivery. That's called a strike on the outside.
It's a very generous call, and some more good framing from Burgos, as that one was in the other batter's box, and it gets called strike 1.
So it's an even 1-1 count now on Jared Burney. Sun pokes back out. The 1-1 pitch floated just above the zone. 2-1.
He's doing good with that slider, just not able to command it. He gets that generous call, but so far he's missed high and he's missed outside to Bernie.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, base is empty. 2-1, Chill on top. So this is popped up right side and drifting out of play. And the count's 2-2.
Well, Bernie finally swinging the bat. Finally found a pitch that he thought he could get, but gets under it. Fouls it off, though, and it's 2-2.
Renzo looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Grizzly trail 2-1. Bottom of the third. Another deep breath from Delvis Lorenzo before this 2-2 pitch. The righty kicks and fires. Line right back up the middle. That's down for a base hit in front of Gravdal. He'll throw it back in. And it's a 2-out single for Bernie.
Well, that's what he does. He gets on base. And when he swings the ball, he puts it in play as he does that right up the middle. Right over the head of Delvis, and he's able to get on for the second time.
I'll bring up Jamonte Woods with 2 outs. A couple of these offenses in the Winter League, you can never be comfortable even with 2 outs. 2 outs, nobody on, and they still somehow manage to find ways to score. And this Chill offense is one of those teams.
Yeah, you're never really out of it until you get all 3 when you're against some of these offenses, including the Chill.
Runner at first and Bernie. He's got good speed, and he takes off. First pitch, strike. The throw down to second is not in time. In with a head-first slide. A little bit of a late call out there at second just to make sure. But he's in safely.
That was the slowest pitch we've seen from Delvis. I would assume if it was a fastball with the throw from Burgos, that would have been in time to get Bernie at second, but now he has another stolen base.
Pitch was a strike, so it's 0-1 on Jamonte Woods. Left-handed hitting first baseman. Grounded out to first his first time up. The 0-1. That's cranked high in the air. Right field racing over as Fabian in foul grounds. A couple of steps, and he makes the catch. Right near the warning track, just a couple of steps in foul grounds in right field. And that ends the inning. Chill don't score. They leave 1. It's 2-1. Chill on top of the Grizzlies. We head to the 4th on your California Winter League YouTube channel. Top of the 4th inning. Chill holding on to that 2-1 lead Both chill runs coming in the first inning. A 2-run homer by Dominic Bucco. Grizzly answered back in the top of the second. Matthew Fabian scored a run after reaching on an error, stealing a couple of bases, and then coming home on the second chill error. It's now the fourth inning. Score remains 2-1, and it'll be Dolbatian, Maldonado, and then Fabian due up against Jeff Rotz.
Well, we were talking about contract offers for a lot of these guys. Braden Dolbatian is one of the recipients of one of those offers. The New York Boulders have offered him a professional contract with the Frontier League. He has not signed yet, but it is his only offer, so do see a lot of these guys, including Dolbatian, including Carosis, who got a signing with the Trois Rivières Algi. I don't know how to say it.
Eagles? Yeah.
Eagles, that's what it is.
It translates to Three Rivers Eagles.
Three Rivers.
Three Rivers, Trois Rivières.
Shout out French for being really hard.
There you go. Team up in Canada. Another Frontier League team. As Dolbatian digs in, he popped out to first his first time up. 2-1, chill on top of the fourth inning. Righty, the pitch from Rotz. Hit on the ground, wide to third base, and foul, 0-1.
Rotz has been doing a pretty good job getting to the Grizzly offense here. They don't have a hit yet. Of course, the run on the error and the stolen base from Matthew Fabian, but he's done a really good job at inducing some soft contact.
As he prepares for an 0-1 pitch to Dolbatian. Here it comes. That's popped up high on the infield. Crashing in are a trio of infielders, and it is the shortstop, Bernie, who makes the grab at the last moment. Called off McGuire, who was also right next to him. And that's the first out.
Yeah, those types of pop-ups where all the infielders kind of converge can get scary. We've seen it already happen one time where it just drops. And that was when the Power were playing earlier this season. But some good communication there as Bernie, pretty much the leader of that infield, was able to call everyone off and make the grab.
Brings up Matthew Maldonado. And, yeah, the problem is the higher it gets in the air as this is cranked into right field between the first baseman and second baseman of the Chill for a one-out single, and Maldonado's on. But the higher a pop-up is, that means there's more time for guys to get under it. So really anyone has a play on it, and that's where you could get into trouble if you don't communicate.
Well, no one had a play on that one. That was 101 off the bat into right field. Maldonado hits that one really hard. He's on first now with a single.
He's on for Matthew Fabian. Again, reached on an error his first time. Hit it to third. Error on John McGuire. As he fouls this one straight down. It's 0-1.
One of the two Matthew lineups that there is. The other one being the Canada A's with Matthew Warren and Matthew Ward now. Maldonado and Fabian. A lot of Matthews in the league.
Yeah, and they like to pair them back-to-back. Both the A's with the two you mentioned, and here with Matthew Maldonado and Matthew Fabian.
If the Grizzly win this game, could see all four in action.
As the 0-1 is fouled just by about a foot down the third base line, it's 0-2. Just start writing Matthew into your lineup now if that happens.
Apparently. Also, it looks like the TrackMan broke a little. That says 125 exit speed.
I don't think he quite hit it that hard on the bouncer down the third base line.
The recovery process for Matthew Fabian gave him superpowers. 125 off the bat as he is now Superman.
Short lead at first for Maldonado. One out, the 0-2 to Fabian. Called strike three at the knees. That's the second out. Fourth strikeout for Jeff Rotz.
Nice slider, gets the outside edge. Able to get the called third strike. It didn't seem like Fabian really likes that call, but he has to walk back to the dugout. Now there's two outs.
For A.J. Carosis, who walked his first time. That came back in the second inning. We're now in the fourth. Two outs, runner at first, a 2-1 Chill lead Top of the 4th inning. And the pitch from Rotz called a strike, 0-1.
It's really been about hitting the outside for both pitchers here, as that one was just on the outside corner, called a strike.
Maldonado with a short lead over at first base, held on by Woods. Sun keeps coming in and out from behind the clouds. Could make it difficult on balls in the air as well as the pitch outside. It's a 1-1 count on Carosis.
Yeah, the sun has been off and on. The wind has been off and on. You really just got to get lucky with what time you're hitting in order to try and maneuver with the wind and with the sun.
Yeah, it could also be difficult for the hitters as well. If as the pitcher's going into his windup, the sun goes in or out, creating either a shadow or sunlight as the pitch low and in for ball 2 on Carosis.
Yeah, it seems like the sun now coming out. But as you said, one at-bat could have wind, one at-bat could not have wind, so it really just depends on the timing of your at-bat and how you adjust.
Right now there's a slight breeze from right to left. The flag's flying out in center field. 2-1, Chill on top as the 2-1 pitch is inside for ball 3. Outfield playing Carosis straight away. Infield doing the same. Woods holding the runner Maldonado on. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, the pitch. Line back toward the middle, that'll drop in front of Dominic Bucco. Stopping at second, Maldonado as the throw comes back in. And they're at first and second with 2 outs for Anthony Burgos.
Another nice hard hit ball for Carosis in this Grizzly offense. We saw the Maldonado 101 off the bat. We saw the Fabian 125 off the bat that went foul, even though it definitely was not 125. But a lot of hard hits coming off of Rotz here in this inning. But now they have to try and get them to come in and score, tie the game, or give the Grizzly the lead here in the 4th.
Tying run is Maldonado at second base. Go-ahead run would be Carosis at first. 2 outs. And the pitch home to Burgos. Lifted in the air. Pretty well hit. Right center field. Going back, Roberts and Bucco. And Bucco makes the grab on the warning track before colliding with the wall in right center. A beautiful grab on the run by Dominic Bucco to end the inning and keep the lead for the Chill. It remains 2-1 Chill as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Brandon Januska along with Evan Patoka as the Chill holding on to a 2-1 lead after a great running grab on the warning track by Dominic Bucco saved at least a run, possibly 2.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground there. It didn't look like he was going to hold on to it, as that wall is not too much cushioning out there with all the banners, but he's able to make the grab, and not get injured. He's been a really big part of this game. That catch and then the home run also in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, not a whole lot of give in that wall. It's the banner, and then it's just a wooden wall right behind it.
Feels like every time somebody runs in that wall, feels like it's going to fall over.
It's possible, yeah. Haven't had that yet. But Bucko made the catch to save at least a run and hold on to the 2-1 lead, at least for now. Now the Bats will try to add on to that lead, starting with John McGuire. McGuire, Charlo, and Ware coming up for the chill in the bottom of the fourth. Elvis Lorenzo has really settled in after he struggled through the first inning. Only allowed the 2 runs on the 2-run homer by Dominic Bucko. Allowed the first 4 to reach, but then really locked in, got out of it, and he's been sharp ever since.
Yeah, the only thing he needs to kind of get right here in this outing is the free bases. He's hit 2 batters, walked 1. But otherwise, besides the home run, he has been doing pretty good, able to get some good defense behind him. Of course, the 4-6-3 double play to end the second inning. See if they can get some more soft contact, getting under the ball more often, and just keep on throwing strikes.
Well, he'll try to throw a first pitch strike to John McGuire, who popped out to second his first time. Righty to righty. The first pitch from Lorenzo is well outside for ball 1.
We finally have somebody warming up in a bullpen. The Grizzly got Daniel Clark up warming. See what happens with that. Also, I saw Maldonado walking over there. Maybe he'll get some two-way action in today as well. Especially after the off day yesterday. Everyone had an off day.
And with it being the playoffs, everyone, I'm sure, is available in some aspect as the pitch misses behind John McGuire for ball 2. John McGuire, an Illinois native. Out from my neck of the woods. I'm from Bolingbrook, Illinois. He's from New Lenox, Illinois, and went to University of St. Francis, an NAIA school out in Joliet. My sister did not play baseball there, but she went to that school. The Fighting Saints. Their logo is a St. Bernard as the 2-0. Check swing as a pitch was coming in toward him. And no appeal down. It is ball 3, I believe.
Yeah, and it seems like he is going to be going back to Joliet, now signing with the Joliet Slammers of the Frontier League. So he will still stay in that neck of the woods, just coming here for a little 6-week vacation, try to get some reps in.
The ball apparently made contact with the bat, so it's a 2-1 count on McGuire. He could not hold up, made contact as this one skips in. Now it's a 3-ball count, 3-1. A lot of these players will get to meet up against each other in the Frontier League season. A lot of Frontier League contracts. Of course, the league being a partner with the California Winter League. Elvis Lorenzo gets set for a 3-1 to John McGuire. Here it is. Check swing. That's fouled into the glove of Burgos. 3-2. Bases empty, nobody out. 2-1, chill on top in the bottom of the fourth.
It's only 1 of 2 full counts so far to the chill offense.
Deep breath. Always pitching out of the stretch. The payoff pitch. Misses high for ball 4.
Well, we were talking about limiting the free bases, which is definitely not good to walk the leadoff hitter. Last time the leadoff hitter got on by a free base, Dominic Bucko hit a 2-run shot, and that's the difference in this one. So we'll see how Delvis kind of responds here against Tristan Charlo.
John McGuire at first base. He's 2 for 3 stealing this year. Charlo, a strikeout victim his first time. Nobody out, runner at first. 1-run ball game. Chill on top, 2-1. The pitch home, that's inside, and it hits Tristan Charlo. Third hit batsman of the day for Delvis Lorenzo. And back-to-back free passes, a walk, and now a hit batter. Put 2 on for Caleb Ware.
That one just scoots a little inside. We've seen only right-handed hitters get hit as it keeps just – the fastball keeps going inside. That one hits him a little lower than the other two, but now Jared Lemieux is going to go talk to his pitcher after giving up those 2 free bases to start the inning.
Yeah, when he's found the zone, he's been relatively good. I mean, a couple of really only one hard hit ball. That was the home run by Dominic Bucko. Soft double by Isaiah Fleming. Single by Jarrett Burney. Those are the 3 hits for the Chill, but it's too many base runners via the free pass. Looks like Lorenzo will get to try to work his way out of this, though, staying in the game. He has the bottom of the order coming up. Caleb Ware is up next with runners at first and second, nobody out in a 2-1 ball game.
And he already has 58 pitches, so seems like we might not see too much length out of him, at least here in the 4th. He's done a good job in the 2nd and 3rd innings, only throwing 28 pitches combined, but he doesn't want another first inning to happen again where those 2 runs come in.
Caleb Ware has good speed. The cornermen pinching a bit in case of a bunt attempt. Carosa is playing really close to the third base bag as well, just in case McGuire were to take off, ready to cover the bag. Dolbasian in on the grass at first, not holding the runner. First and second, and the first pitch up and in for ball 1.
Close to loading the bases there as Caleb Ware was going to have to get out of the way of that one. As we saw one go behind John McGuire, so he's really thrown inside of these righties, and seems like he might have to go back to the outside here to try and get some strike calls.
Nice work by Anthony Burgos behind home plate, tracking where these balls are going. Try to keep the runners right where they are. They're at first and second with nobody out. As the 1-0. Misses low and away for ball 2.
Gonna have to see how long of a leash Jared Lemieux gives to Delvis here. If he loads the bases with no outs, seems like Daniel Clark is warming and ready to go.
The side-armed hurler out there in the Grizzly bullpen. Lorenzo set for the 2-0. Here it comes. Up high, and a bluff move by Burgos. Back to the bases go the runners, and it's 3 balls, no strikes on Caleb Ware.
And Caleb Ware, as we said, fast, scores a lot of runs, so anything in the gap from the next hitter in Chusano, and seems like it might clear the bases.
2-1, Chill on top, bottom of the 4th, and threatening. Right around the halfway point of this game, bottom of 4 of a 7-inning game. The 3-0, called strike 1. Win or go home, it's the quarterfinals. 3-seeded Chill, 7-seeded Grizzly. The top 2 seeds, the Canada A's and Team China. A's are 2, China 1. Await the winners of today's matchups. The 3-1, called strike 2 at the bottom of the zone.
And that's all he has to do. He just has to locate here. That's the 2nd full count so far this inning. Trying to hopefully get a different outcome than John McGuire, who is standing in scoring position now.
McGuire walked to lead off the inning. Charlo was then hit by a pitch. He's at first. First and second, nobody out, and a payoff pitch to Caleb Ware. Time called at home plate.
And you can't really afford to do anything fancy here. I would just go for a fastball just in the strike zone, something that is hittable, but something that could also he could get under it, pop it up.
The sun's out for this 3-2. Runners take off, and it's fouled off and caught a piece of Burgos behind home plate, so he'll walk it off as the runners jog back to their stations.
Very lucky there that Caleb Ware fouled that one off. Delvis was was close to having two runners in scoring position with no outs after the foul ball, but see if they go again here. McGuire, as you said, not the biggest stolen base threat, so kind of a surprise that he took off for third.
Jared Lemieux talking with his catcher Burgos, probably checking on the health and also giving some directions with the runners at first and second.
I mean, we've only seen Burgos back there for the Grizzly. He's been really just the only catcher they've had here all season. Even with the Session 2 guys coming in, he's still kind of been starting every game behind the dish.
Couple of guys not listed as catchers who can do it on occasion. Petrosino, I know, is one. Thomas Petrosino.
Jason Leone as well has caught a few innings of his own.
Another 3-2 pitch coming. Runners at first and second. And a throw back to second base. But back in safely was McGuire. Not being held on at first is Charlo, but Charlo actually on that pickoff attempt started breaking for second.
Yeah, it seemed like he was about ready to go and kind of got away with it because Braden Dolbatian is not covering him at first.
Runners take their leads as we get set for the 3-2. Now the runners take off as that's lined down the left field line, but foul. That would have scored at least one with the runners in motion, but it falls foul by a few feet.
Just looking at the base runners here, Charlo went right off the rip. McGuire got a little bit of a slow start. It seemed like he saw Charlo running and was like, okay, I'll just run myself as well. But the foul ball brings them back to their respective bases.
Doesn't want to risk getting caught up. Already one throw back to second base. Make sure the pitcher's going home. So we have another 3-2 coming. This will be the 8th pitch of this at-bat. Lorenzo to Caleb Ware. Nobody out. Runners go from first and second. Swing and a miss. The throw to third. And they have him dead to rights. Out at third is John McGuire. A beautiful throw from Burgos. And it's a strike him out, throw him out double play. Tristan Charlo is safe at second. No stolen base. As they caught one of the two runners on the double steal attempt. There's 2 outs and a runner at second for Nick Chusano.
And talk about the caught stealing. That was a beautiful breaking ball from Delvez. Really needed that first out. And a good throw from Burgos to get McGuire. It seemed like he kind of stopped. Kind of knew that he was going to get tagged out there as he had a really late jump once again.
So now the first pitch to Chusano floats in for strike one.
Keep locating with that breaking ball. That one to Caleb Ware was a bit outside. Still was able to get him swinging with the movement, but that one just able to move around into the strike zone. And he's in a good spot here to get another 0.
Lorenzo on the verge of getting himself out of the jam. It was first and second, nobody out. Now it's a runner at second with 2 outs. And an 0-1 pitch coming to the chill catcher, Chusano. Swing and a miss. Just got a piece, really, into the glove of Burgos. And it's 0-2.
And it's again talking about that defense that's picking up Delvis so far. Can't really do anything at the defensive end if you hit a home run, as Dominic Bucco did, but defense been able to do a really good job, no errors. And that strike him out, throw him out, really helping their pitcher out today.
The 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Down, low, and away. And it's 1-2. 2-1 ball game. Bottom of the 4th inning. Tying run, or rather an insurance run at second base. The Grizzly threatened with 2 runners on of their own in the top of the 4th. Nice grab on the warning track by the center fielder, Dominic Bucco. Ended that threat. Now Lorenzo trying to get out of a threat against him. Runner at second and a 1-2 pitch to the 9-hitter. Hit on the ground towards short and bobbled by Roberts, and he has no play. He'll just have to hold on to it. It was a tough play because the runner, Charlo, was running in front, jumped over the ball at the last moment, and that may have been enough for Roberts to lose sight of it and create the bobble.
Yeah, it was a really interesting play. Charlo looked like he kind of hopped over the ball as it was coming towards Roberts. Might have thrown him off a little bit, and he's not able to do the transfer. as he doesn't hold on to it, and it's just everyone's able to get there safely.
It is an error. E6 on Josh Roberts, the shortstop. Moving to third is Tristan Charlo. They're at the corners with 2 outs. And the top of the order, Ethan Roberts, the leadoff man. 0 for 1 officially, grounded into a 4-6-3 double play after being hit by a pitch his first time up. He was on board for the 2-run homer by Dominic Bucco. Pitch missed outside, ball 1.
And even with the E6, Delvis was doing a good job at locating inside the zone, as he's been able to do the last couple of at-bats since that hit by pitch. Just go back to the basics here and get one in the zone. Roberts is quick, but you can always get the man at second.
Still just 1 pitch away from getting out of the jam. It's a 1-run ball game. 2-1, Chill on top in the bottom of the 4th. Chill with runners at first and third. The 1-0 from Lorenzo. This is outside for ball 2. At that part of the lineup where you really can't afford to fall behind in a count. Roberts a singles machine. Single would drive in a run here with runners at the corners. And of course the power of Bucco on deck. The 2-0. Grounded foul off to the left. And it's 2-1.
Yeah, and it would be really great here for Delvis to get that third out, especially as you said with Bucco, who's pretty much riding a high right now after that home run and the running grab out in center field. You know, that momentum can build.
Lorenzo trying to swing that momentum back in the favor of the Grizzly. Trying to strand a pair of runners. They're at the corners for this 2-1 pitch to Ethan Roberts. Hit on the ground, man, broke his bat towards short. Roberts has it and throws on to first, not in time. Ethan Roberts beats the throw of Josh Roberts, and it's an RBI infield single in a 3-1 Chill lead.
Well, in the battle of Roberts, Ethan wins it with his speed as throw brings Dobation off the bag. It seems like it wouldn't have mattered anyways, as it was a bit slow, but now Jared Lemieux is going to be bringing in somebody new.
Unfortunate turn of events for Delvis Lorenzo as he got a couple of ground balls, but unable to get outs on those plays, and a run comes in. It's a 3-1 Chill lead, and a new arm coming in for the Alberta Grizzly. We'll be right back on the California Winter League YouTube channel. It's a 3-1 Chill advantage over the Grizzly. Back with you in the bottom of the 4th inning. Runners are at first and second for the Palm Springs Chill. They lead 3-1 over the Alberta Grizzly. The Grizzly bring a new arm on the mound. It's Daniel Clark. 1-3 record at .466 ERA, appearing in his 7th game this season. Comes in with 2 on and 2 out. He issues a first pitch just outside, ball 1 to the dangerous Dominic Bucko.
Yeah, Daniel Clark, the Chandler, Arizona native, has pretty much the same pitches as Lorenzo. Fastball, slider, changeup, just throws it a little slower and with a different arm angle.
This one's popped up on the right side, but it'll get out of play. And it's a 1-1 count.
Clark fastball usually in the mid-70s at around 75 to 77 miles per hour. The slider at around the same, maybe a little lower, about 74, 73. And then his changeup is around the low 70s. Sometimes can get into the high 60s at some point.
Bucko hit a 2-run homer in the first inning off Delvis Lorenzo as the 1-1 is called strike 2. He struck out in the 3rd on a check swing. He thought he held up, but the umpire said no. Left-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher in Daniel Clark. The 1-2 misses down low, and the count's even. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 3-1 Chill lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch from Clark. Up and in for ball 3.
Yeah, and a walk here would not be ideal here. Isaiah Fleming, we've seen he can hit the ball a lot here against Delvis, but slower pitcher here might be able to get some power on it.
So the 3-2 misses outside for ball 4. That'll load the bases for Isaiah Fleming. It looked like the Chill were going to leave men stranded and Lorenzo would be able to get out of it. There were 2 on with nobody out. Then a strike him out, throw him out double play. Made it 2 outs and a runner at second, and it looked like maybe the Grizzly wouldn't allow a run. But this Chill lineup just so dangerous and so patient. Pitch misses downstairs for ball 1 to Isaiah Fleming. Caught a couple of breaks on grounders on the infield. Brought a run home. It's 3-1 Chill, bottom of the 4th. After an Ethan Roberts infield single beat it out to allow that run to come home.
Yeah, the newcomer has a chance to blow this one open for his team.
As a curveball in for a strike, it's 1-1 on Fleming. He was 1 for 2 on the day, a double in the first. Flew out to right his next time up. He's hit it to right field both times, the right-handed hitter. As he takes low and away for ball 2.
Yeah, just like Delvis, just locate in the zone. Throws it a little slow, but can get some soft contact here. Maybe get Isaiah to get under the ball here, as he's been doing the past couple of ABs. Fly that one back out to Fabian in right field.
2-1, check swing. The pitch was high and no swing, so it's a 3-1 count on Fleming with the bases loaded. A big pitch coming up. A hitter's count, a dangerous hitter. Bases loaded in a 3-1 ball game. Bottom of the 4th, the pitch. Misses inside for ball 4, and a run comes in. Bases loaded walk. Fleming gets the free RBI. And it's a 4-1 Chill lead as Nick Chusano comes in to score.
Yeah, and that's just not something you want to see, as the new pitcher comes in and immediately walks 2 straight, but
not out of the woods as Jarrett Burney swings to the first pitch, drives it deep to center field. Grovdal back on the track, and it's off the wall. This should clear the bases. Burney around second as Grovdal throws it back into the cutoff man. It's caught off by Morgan at second base, and Burney is in with a stand-up bases clearing triple, and it's a 7-1 ball game.
well, Burney has completely blown it open here, as it's 7-1 now. That one looked like it could have been a nice grab from Grovdal as he bangs up against the wall over at the Las Casuelas sign. Just gets off the glove, and Burney's able to take 3 on it.
Clears the bases, and now a runner at third. Still 2 outs, and a first pitch strike to Jamonte Woods, who is the 9th man up for the Chill in this 4th inning. It was a 1-run game entering the 4th. Pitch misses low and away. 1-1 the count. It's now a 6-run Chill lead.
Yeah, and it started to seem like Delvis was going to get out of it, but he walks somebody, and then Daniel Clark is not able to minimize the damage.
This is bounced toward first. Dolbasian will glove it and take it to the bag to stop the bleeding, but 5 runs come across. It's a 7-1 Chill advantage as we head to the 5th on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good things come in threes, like our eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99.
We're on to the 5th inning. What is now a 7-1 Chill advantage over the Grizzly. Brandon Januska along with Evan Patoka. Things just started to fall apart there in the bottom of the 4th for the Grizzly.
Yeah, and you'd like to think that Tom Vaith is going to try and get some length here out of Jeff Rotz now with a comfortable 6-run lead. He only has 58 pitches into this 5th inning. Trying to save some bullpen arms if they are to win this game. They will be playing the Canada A's tomorrow. Looking to get some good relievers going tomorrow. Jeff Rotz is going to have to minimize the damage here, keep the pitch count down a little bit, try and maybe go all 7 or at least get just 2 pitchers in for Vaith's squad.
Yeah, he's done well. He's limited the Grizzly offense to just 2 hits in the ball game. The 1 run was unearned. A couple of Chill errors on the day helped that run get across. It's 7-1, Chill on top. As the first pitch bunted down the third base line off the bat of Josh Roberts, and it'll trickle just foul. Picked up by John McGuire at third base, and Roberts will have to come back and do it again.
Looked like a perfect bunt at the start, but was just rolling and rolling foul. McGuire did a good job at letting it just stay out of in foul territory.
See if he tries to bunt again. The speedy leadoff man, or rather 9-hitter, leading off the inning to get it back to the leadoff man, Davey Morgan, on deck. 7-1, Chill on top. Top of the 5th inning, and the 0-1 does not show bunt and takes upstairs. It's a 1-1 count. Final line on the starter for the Grizzly, Delvis Lorenzo. He goes 3 2/3. He allowed 5 runs on 4 hits. Only 3 of them were earned. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. See, it's fouled back. The 1-1 makes it 1-2.
So far, Daniel Clark gives up 2 runs, nothing earned though, in the 1 hit and .1 innings pitched.
1-2 count on the 9-hitter, Josh Roberts, the switch hitter, hitting from the left side as he has all day against Jeff Rotz, the righty. That pitch just misses outside for ball 2.
And with Davey Morgan on deck, you definitely don't want to get either of them on. They'll both steal relatively easily.
Both great speed threats. The 2-2. That's lifted in the air, high in the air, left center field, where the left fielder's under it and makes the grab for the first out. 1 out and back to the top of the order for Davey Morgan. 0 for 2 on the day. He's hit it to center both times. Neither one relatively deep.
Both of them on the second pitch as well. See if he can take this first one, maybe hit it somewhere else this time. He'll maybe drop in for a base hit. Get a lead runner on here for the Grizzly.
Morgan hit 290 during the regular season. Pitch is cranked out toward left field. Going back is where? Toward the wall, and it's off the wall. Racing into second base as the throw comes in. Head first slide. It's a 1-out double for Davey Morgan.
Well, maybe all he had to do is not look at the first pitch and just swing at it. That one's all the way off the Sherman sign back there. 98 off the bat, hitting 377. And he's able to get in there safely with a double.
So runner in scoring position for Andrew Grovdahl with 1 out. Grovdahl's 0 for 2 on the day. 6-run lead for the Chill. Grizzly just trying to chip into it. Against the starter, Jeff Rotz. Runner at second, and the pitch home. Called strike 1. Grovdahl grounded out to first, back in the first inning. And he struck out swinging in the third. Rotz sets belt high. In the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
We've seen Grovdahl take some really aggressive hacks in his ABs so far. That one looked like he was trying to swing and get it over the IBW sign out there.
Came up empty on the 87-mile-per-hour fastball from Rotz. Runner at second with 1 out. And the 0-2. Breaking ball stays outside. 4-1.
Great breaking ball, but just doesn't break enough to get into the strike zone. See if he can throw another one here. Hit that outside edge. Maybe get a called third strike here against Grovdahl.
Grovdahl, a Session 2 guy, played in 7 games. Hit 333 for the Grizzly. It's the 1-2. Misses inside. Chusano wanted the call. Behind home plate. Didn't get it. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, runner at second. 7-1 Chill lead in the top of the 5th inning. The pitch from Rotz. Inside, and it's full.
Couple of close calls there. Seems like Chusano really wants that inside edge, getting a called strike 3, but umpire not budging.
Scott Shaw is on deck. 1 out, and a payoff pitch coming to Andrew Grovdahl. Upstairs, ball 4. Grovdahl works the walk, and they're at first and second for Scott Shaw.
Some nice patience at the plate from Grovdahl. He was able to look at those 2 inside calls that were just barely inside for balls. Able to take first on the walk.
And I know a 6-run lead is comfortable, but the last thing you want to do is give any hope to the Grizzly in a game like this. You just put up 5 runs of your own. You'd hate to let them chip their way back. Scott Shaw will try to do just that, though. Runners at first and second as the left-handed hitter takes up and in for ball 1.
The sun back out there now as the wind moves from right to left field. Seems like the outfield's getting a lot of shade, though. Might be beneficial on a fly ball for them.
Rotz takes a long look into his catcher Chusano. Now sets at the belt. The 1-0. Hit on the ground towards second, bounces up to Charlo, over to second one. Bernie's throw on to first, in time, an inning-ending double play. Ends the threat as the Grizzly don't score. We move to the bottom of the fifth inning. It remains Chill 7, Grizzly 1 on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest 50 miles of pristine wilderness, enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet, discovering our history, experiencing our scenic trails, getting that perfect souvenir. Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Bottom of the fifth inning, 7-1, Chill on top as they'll send John McGuire to the plate. McGuire 0 for 1 with a walk and was caught out trying to a double steal. Nailed down 2-5 on the putout at third base. That happened last inning, a 5-run inning for the Chill as he looks at a pitch in. It's a 2-1 count quickly on John McGuire. Daniel Clark working quickly on the mound for the Grizzly. This is popped up on the infield right side. Davey Morgan, the second baseman, a couple of steps into the outfield grass, makes the catch, and that's out number 1.
Well, working fast is working out fast as it's a quick first out there as Tristan Charlo and Caleb Ware look to do some more damage for the Chill offense.
Tristan Charlo struck out his first time up. He was hit by a pitch in the fourth and came around to score. He takes low and away for ball 1. A 5-run fourth inning broke open this game. We're now in the bottom of the fifth, 7-1 Chill. This is popped up on the right side. Morgan again in the area near the foul line makes the grab. Once again in the outfield grass. And there's 2 away.
Well, 2 straight hitters getting under the ball, hitting it to the opposite field. Davey Morgan busy out there so far this inning, but some good pitching from Daniel Clark and 2 quick outs.
Davey Morgan's tried to spark the Grizzly offense with a 1-out double as this is lined toward right field and down for a base hit. 2-out knock for Caleb Ware. Puts a runner on.
Guys are swinging early here in this 5th inning. Trying to put the ball in play, and that one finally goes their way. Not hit the hardest, but still able to bloop in there for a base hit.
Brings up Nick Chusano, who reached on an error. And that really kick-started that 5-run inning for the Chill as the pitch misses inside for ball 1. For the Grizzly, anytime they get guys on, Jeff Rotz has found ways to get out of it. The 1-0 is lifted in the air, high in the air toward right. Fabian coming in, he's underneath, and makes the one-handed grab to end the inning. Chill don't score, they leave 1. So we head to the 6th inning, 7-1 Chill on top on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Top of the 6th inning, Brandon Januska along with Evan Patoka, and it's a 7-1 Chill advantage over the Alberta Grizzly. We'll try to get something going offensively against Jeff Rotz, out for his 6th inning of work. Setting up the heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Dolbatian, Maldonado, and Fabian up against Rotz here in the 6th.
Yeah, Rotz not getting too much rest after the quick work from Daniel Clark. A 9-pitch inning goes through 4 batters. A lot of the Chill offense hitting the ball on the first or second pitch, but Cruz Hamilton in the bullpen right now just in case stuff gets out of proportion for Tom Vaith's squad. So far through 5, though, he's been really good, only giving up the 1 run on 3 hits.
Dolbatian 0 for 2 on the day, a couple of pop-ups on the infield. 1 caught at first and 1 caught at by the shortstop, Bernie. 1 to Woods and 1 to Bernie. As the first pitch in this at-bat misses inside for ball 1. Dolbatian, a .359 hitter during the regular season. From Johnston, Rhode Island. The 1-0. Cranked into left field, coming in Ware, and it stays up for him on a line. A hard out number 1 off the bat of Braden Dolbatian.
Yeah, he smoked that 105 off the bat of Braden Dolbatian, but right at Caleb Ware. He has to get a couple steps off to his right, but able to make the grab easily as it's a very hard hit out number 1.
Yeah, an unfortunate out for Dolbatian, and it's 1 out. Base is empty for Matthew Maldonado. He singled in the 4th. Through the right side as he takes low and away. That was the first hit of the game against Jeff Rotz.
As we've said, Rotz has been really good. Getting able to locate with that fastball. Hasn't really given up many free passes. 3 walks so far on the day, but none of them have come around to score.
It's the 1-0. Nubber down the third baseline. Glove by McGuire. Long throw across. It skips by Woods. And into foul grounds. Coming in to grab it is Roberts, the right fielder. Holding at first, Maldonado. Give that one a hit, most likely. An infield single for Matthew Maldonado on a tough play. Didn't make good contact with it going the other way. Tough play for McGuire at third.
Yeah, you can't really do much there if you're McGuire. It was a really interesting dribbler down the third base line. Had some weird backspin on it as he does make the grab, makes a bit of a low throw, and Jamonte Woods, who doesn't usually play first base, usually is at second, not able to dig it out.
They did give an error to John McGuire on the play. Either way, it's a runner at first for Matthew Maldonado. As the first pitch misses high for ball 1. (7-1) ball game. Chill on top in the top of the 6th inning. Running out of outs are the Alberta Grizzly. 1 out, top of the 6th. 7-inning ball game as this pitch gets behind Fabian and all the way to the backstop. Advancing down to second base goes Maldonado.
Well, that was a really wild pitch. Giussano had no chance of getting there. He just has to run back and get it, but easy second base for Matthew Maldonado as it's the first pitch that seems to have missed way far out for Jeff Rotz.
Yeah, he's been really close to the zone basically all day. Now it's a 2-0 count on Matthew Fabian. Fabian has been a productive bat in his limited time this season. Playing in his 10th game, the 2-0. Misses high, 3 balls, no strikes. Grizzly have put runners on base and runners in scoring position each of the last 2 innings, but have come up empty. They have a runner in scoring position here. Maldonado's at second with 1 out and a 3-0 pitch coming up and in to Fabian. So they have first and second with only 1 out for the 7-hitter A.J. Carosis as they'll try to get something across and chip into a 6-run lead. Giussano will walk the ball out to have a word with his pitcher, Rotz.
This is a very smart decision from Giussano and Bernie to go talk to Rotz. Let's calm him down a little bit. Let him get back to the basics. Hitting the strike zone is what he's been doing all day. And just don't worry about the runners at first and second. You're up 6 still. You have to try and face Carosis, who's already been on twice this game.
Carosis reached on a walk back in the 2nd, and he singled his last time up in the 4th. We're in the top of the 6th inning. 7-1, Chill on top. Grizzly with 2 on and 1 out for Carosis. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed throwing Rotz. The first pitch home is outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and for the Grizzly offense, you really want to try and get these guys to come around and score. You've left at least 1 on base in every inning except the 3rd, so being able to get a hit when it matters most is critical, especially with only 5 outs left.
There is action in the Chill bullpen. Could be approaching the end of the line for Jeff Rotz as the 1-0 lifted in the air left field. Ware ranging over toward the foul line with room. Makes the grab 5 feet into fair territory. And that's the 2nd out. Runners hold at 1st and 2nd.
Good 2nd out there from Jeff Rotz. Able to get out of this one. He probably won't pitch the 7th as that's Cruz Hamilton in the bullpen for the Chill, but would be able to get a solid 6. It looks like Tom Vaith is coming out there to make the change right now.
Yes, he will before Anthony Burgos digs in. It's a 7-1 Chill lead. Jeff Rotz in line to get the win if his team can hold on. Great outing here in the quarterfinals. 7-1 Chill on top with 2 outs and 2 on for the Grizzly on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Cruz Hamilton is the new arm on the mound for the Palm Springs Chill as they lead 7-1 in the top of the 6th inning over the Alberta Grizzly. There's 2 outs, but 2 men on as the Grizzlies try to chip their way back in this game, running out of time.
Cruz Hamilton, the Scottsdale native, has a 4.06 ERA. He's given up 6 earned runs, 6 hits, 13 strikeouts. The real catalyst for the ERA boost is the walks. He's walked 15 guys. He really needs to locate the strike zone here. Kind of like how Rotz has been doing for that first 5 2/3. Try and get out of this with the 6-run lead still intact.
Has to go through Anthony Burgos. 2 outs, 2 on. Burgos 0 for 2 against Jeff Rotz. First pitch from Cruz Hamilton, fouled off to the right and out of play. It's 0-1. For Jeff Rotz, 5 2/3, 4 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Allowed 1 run unearned, but he is responsible for the men at first and second. 7-1 Chill on top in the top of the 6th inning. 7-inning ball game. The 0-1 fouled up and back over our heads behind home plate. It's 0-2. This is the quarterfinals of the California Winter League playoffs. Winner advances to the semifinals. The Chill win. They take on the Canada A's. Grizzly trying to set up a matchup against Team China if they can win. The 0-2 from Cruz Hamilton. Up high for ball 1.
Cruz Hamilton really upping the speed here. Daniel Clark throwing it around the mid-70s. He's at a 90 on the fastball. He also has a slider, a curveball, and a changeup that he can throw consistently as well.
The 1-2 fouled off at the plate. Off the end of the bat down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Bottom of the order, trying to make some noise for the Grizzly. Hamilton sets, looks back at second, deep breath, now the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hamilton strikes out Burgos to end the threat as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-1, Chill on top of the Grizzly on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
On to the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-1, Chill on top of the Grizzly. Brandon Januska along with Evan Patoka and a new arm on the mound for the Alberta Grizzly. It's Jason Leone, who is wearing the number 18 along with his catcher, Burgos, also wearing 18. So we have an 18-18 battery here for the Grizzly in the bottom of the 6th.
And also standing next to the umpire is number 18, Braden Spano, who's going to be the first base coach. So too many 18s here, as seems to be the number all around for this inning. But Jason Leone at a 2.33 ERA in 9 innings pitched has given up 9 hits, 3 earned runs, struck out 10 and only walked 3 so far this season. Has given up 4 doubles, though.
So the extra base hit could be an issue, but overall, Great numbers from the two-way player. As he'll take on the top of the Chill lineup. 1, 2, 3. Roberts, Bucko, and Fleming try to keep the score right where it is and give his team a chance in the 7th inning. Grizzly down by 6. It's a 7-1 Chill advantage in the bottom of the 6th inning as the first pitch misses high. Ball 1 to Ethan Roberts. Roberts has scored twice. He reached on a hit by pitch in the first and singled, RBI single, and came around to score in the 4th as he takes low and away. Also hit into a 4-6-3 double play in the 2nd inning.
Jason Leone has a low 80s fastball. Some good movement on the slider at around mid to low 70s, and then a high 60s changeup.
Is 2-0. Misses low for ball 3. Leone also an infielder from Indio, California. The 3-0. In for a strike, it's 3-1.
Leone down the road, just staying at home here in the CWL. Went to College of the Desert as well as Cal State Bakersfield.
The 3-1 is cranked down the left field line, foul, and into the Chill bullpen. It's 3-2. It's always nice when you can have some home cooking, just go back home and come out to the ballpark each day.
Don't get a lot of that here, especially the people who we've mentioned that are from the other side of the country and the other side of the world.
Yeah, a lot of miles racked up between these players in the league, and between the ops and broadcasters as well, as this has popped up. Right side in foul grounds, Dolbatian giving chase, slides near the fence, and it's out of play. Count remains 3-2. (7-1) Chill on top. The 3 seed trying to set up a matchup against the 2-seeded Canada A's in the semifinals. Jason Leone trying to keep the score where it is. Bases empty, nobody out. The 3-2 to Roberts. Inside for ball 4.
Well, we've seen he doesn't walk many, and it's really one of the worst guys to walk as Roberts is very speedy in the leadoff spot. Not a great look for the leadoff walk, especially with Dominic Bucko, the power hitter, coming up.
And we'll see if Roberts decides to take off. He was 3 for 5 in stolen base attempts during the regular season. He was on board for the 2-run homer Bucko hit back in the 1st inning. Bucko looks at a strike, 0-1.
Some good movement on the fastball from Jason Leone.
Leone looks in for the sign as he drops the right hand, hangs it down, holding the ball. Now comes set, belt high, throw over to first. Not in time. Roberts back in, head first.
See the wind now on the pull side for Dominic Bucko going left to right. We just felt a large breeze in the press box as the wind's picking up.
As he chases for strike 2. Went around on a check swing. Pitch was in the dirt. 0-2 on Dominic Bucko. Yeah, the wind had been blowing from right to left, then kind of dropped down. There was no wind to speak of, and as you said, we had a little breeze come straight at us, straight in from center, now blowing left to right. The 0-2 is fouled off to the left and out of play.
Very often on this weather has been, as sun is hiding behind some of these clouds out here. Feel like the wind will die down once it comes back out.
Nice cloudy day. Again, it is a sunny day, blue skies. The 0-2 hit on the ground toward the middle. Roberts goes to second for 1, and the throw on to first is in time. It's a double play. Roberts actually took it himself, being Josh Roberts, to the second base bag to beat Ethan Roberts and get the out, and then threw on to first. So the play goes 6-3 on the double play, and there's 2 outs for Isaiah Fleming.
A defensive substitution we didn't actually see. That was Justin Ayala to get in that double play, so he comes in as a defensive replacement and immediately makes a big impact for his pitcher, Jason Leone.
As Fleming takes down low for ball one. So Ayala in for Josh Roberts at short for the Grizzly. 1-0, swung on and missed. It's 1-1. 2 outs, bases empty, 7-1, Chill on top. They'll look to close things down in the top of the 7th. It'll be the last chance for the Grizzly. We'll have their 9-1 and 2 hitters up. It's the 1-1 lifted in the air, right field. Fabian racing over in foul grounds and watches it sail over the fence out of play.
And if it's a straight switch, we will see Justin Ayala pinch hitting for Josh Roberts in that 9 spot to lead off the top of the 7th.
Yeah, he'd be leading off, and then back to the top of the order with Morgan and Gravdal due up. And what would be the last chance for the Grizzly, trailing by 6. It's a 1-2 count on Isaiah Fleming. 7-1 Chill advantage in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bases empty, 2 outs. Jason Leone is set, and the 1-2. Hit on the ground again to short. Ayala can't make the play as it gets under the glove. A base hit for Fleming with 2 outs. And it brings up Jarrett Burney.
So it's a 50-50 call. See if he calls that an error. Could be argued that it was a base hit, but either way, runner on first again here, but this time with 2 outs for Jarrett Burney.
As a first pitch strike into Jarrett Burney. It was a play that he would probably tell you he should have made. I typically go toward the hit when you're having to range over for a ball and just couldn't get down far enough. But yeah, we'll see how exactly they score it as the pitch misses low and away. It's a 1-1 count on Jarrett Burney. Either way, though, the runner is at first in Isaiah Fleming. And they did give the error to Ayala. It's the 1-1 misses downstairs, taking off is Fleming and into second base. Now the ball gets into center field, but good backup by Gravdal. As it's a 2-1 count on Jarrett Burney. Runner at second now in Fleming.
That Burgos throw seemed to have taken Davey Morgan off to his left and into Fleming's slide. The slide took his glove off, and that's how the ball was able to get into center field. It didn't seem like Fleming noticed, though, as he didn't look like he was adamant on heading to third.
Yeah, Gravdal was coming in hard. Good backup from center. It would have been a play at third. Not worth the risk as the 2-1 is fisted into right field. Going back, Fabian, as it continues to carry. He makes the catch as he goes onto the track. That ball carried a lot further than it looked like it would, but Fabian tracked it down to end the inning. 7-1, Chill on top as we head to the 7th on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Well, folks, we made it to the 7th inning. A 7-1 Chill advantage. Last chance for the Alberta Grizzly to keep their season alive in this quarterfinal. They'll have to come up with some offensive magic against Cruz Hamilton, who got the last out of the 6th inning. He came on for Jeff Rotz, who worked 5 2/3, allowing just 1 run unearned. He's in line for the win if Hamilton can close it out. They'll have to face Ayala, Morgan, and Gravdal coming up for the Grizzly in the 7th.
And Mark Hernandez will be coming in at third for John McGuire as a little defensive substitution. Mark Hernandez was number 35 on the British Columbia Bombers, who lost to this very Grizzly team, but now he's been moved to the winning side, hopefully, as Cruz Hamilton will try and get the last 3 against this Grizzly offense.
Justin Ayala is the first man up, taking his first at-bat of the day. He came in defensively for Josh Roberts at short. So Ayala, Morgan, and Gravdal against Cruz Hamilton. 7-1 Chill on top. Last chance for the Grizzly. Chill trying to set up a matchup against the 2-seeded Canada A's. That would take place tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's the first pitch home. Downstairs for ball 1.
Ayala hitting at a 207.6 for 29. A couple runs scored. 6 RBIs, though, and 4 walks on the season.
It's the 1-0. Skips in for ball 2.
Sun is coming back out. Wind is still picking up a little bit from left to right, but should be a little warmer out there on the mound. The shade seems to be in the infield now instead of the outfield.
A 2-0 pitch coming from Cruz Hamilton. Low and away for ball 3. Weather has been a factor all day long, both the sun and the wind.
And even the weather from yesterday could be impacting some of these guys, as the rain was really coming down yesterday.
3-0 is in for a strike, 3-1.
91 on that fastball. Cruz is lighting up the radar gun.
His 3-1 skips in and gets to the backstop. Chusano will chase it down as a light jog from Ayala down to first base. It's a leadoff walk to bring up the top of the order and Davey Morgan.
And obviously, leadoff walk here, you don't want to try and use any other pitchers, but just in case, Tom Vaith has their closer, Johansel Gomez, up warming in the bullpen in case things go awry for Cruz.
Difference in this game was a big 5-run inning to break it open in the 4th for the Chill as a pitch misses down low. Ball 1 to Davey Morgan. He doubled his last time. 1 for 3 on the day. All started off a 2-run homer by Dominic Bucco. 2 batters into the bottom of the first after Ethan Roberts was hit by a pitch. That made it 2-0 Chill after 1. It's a big swing and a miss makes it a 1-1 count on Davey Morgan. Grizzly scored their lone run in the 2nd inning to cut the lead in half. Matthew Fabian reached on an error, stole second, stole third, and on his steal of third, a ball got away. So he came home on yet another Chill error. So the 1-1 is in for strike 2 on Davey Morgan. And that's it for the Grizzly. The 5-run 4th inning for the Chill. Broke it open. It's a 7-1 ball game in the top of the 7th. Runner at first in Ayala. 1-2 pitch coming to Davey Morgan. Hamilton set and fires. Runner takes off, pitch low and in, no throw down. So in safely to second is Ayala. It's a 2-2 count now on Morgan.
Ayala doesn't really tend to steal too much, but up 6, it could have been defensive indifference, but the runners did cover second. No throw, though, from Chusano, as that's the 3rd stolen base for Ayala this season.
The 2-2 misses outside. It's a full count. Ayala reached on a walk. Now Davey Morgan working a count full. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed hitter. Look back at second and the 3-2 pitch. Misses low and away. He yanked another one. And that's back-to-back walks. Similar spot to the ball 4 pitch to Ayala.
Tom Vaith coming out there. Mound visit. Looks like it'll actually be a pitching change as Tristan Baker is coming onto the mound to relieve Cruz Hamilton, with lefties Andrew Grovdahl and Scott Shaw coming up next.
He wants a pitching change. Doesn't want to take any chances. Here in the 7th, it's a 7-1 chill advantage. 2 on, nobody out for the Grizzly on your California Winter League YouTube channel. Back with you in the top of the 7th inning. 7-1 ball game. Chill on top. Grizzly with 2 on, and Andrew Grovdahl digging in against the new arm, Tristan Baker, on for the Chill.
Tristan Baker, the only lefty in the Palm Springs Chill pitching roster.
First pitch misses inside to the left-handed hitting Grovdahl.
Close to hitting him. Tristan Baker has a 7.3 ERA. 7.2 innings of work, has given up 10 hits, 8 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, and 7 walks so far this season.
Lefty-lefty matchup. The 1-0 misses down for ball 2. Runners are at first and second. That's Ayala at second, Morgan at first. Both drew walks from Cruz Hamilton, who started the inning. Now a 2-0 count on Andrew Grovdahl as that one comes up and in for ball 3.
2 straight walks already from Cruz Hamilton to start off this inning. A third one would be very threatening to the Chill defense here.
3-0. That's called a strike. It's 3-1. Yeah, you have a 6-run lead. It's a fairly comfortable lead. The Chill have been cruising basically all day, but you don't want to give any signs of life to the opposing team. 3-1 comes in and hits Andrew Grovdahl, so the bases are loaded with nobody out.
And as we said earlier, if you're Tom Vaith, you would love to keep Johansel Gomez's arm fresh for tomorrow. But now with the bases loaded, nobody out, and down 6 runs, Scott Shaw, a dangerous hitter in this lineup. Might need to do something here if you're Vaith in order to keep the lead at 6.
Scott Shaw's 0 for 2 on the day. He did draw a walk as he fists this one into left center field. A diving attempt gets by Ware. Picking it up is Bucko, throwing it in. 2 runs come in to score. And it's a 7-3 ball game on a 2-run single for Scott Shaw. Davey Morgan was right on the tail of Justin Ayala. They both scored bang, bang right after each other. 2 come in. It's a 7-3 ball game. Still nobody out.
And we saw some good opposite hitting earlier in this game from Dominic Bucko and the Chill offense. And now on the other side, Scott Shaw with a nice opposite blooper into the left center field gap. Good diving effort over there from Ware, but just couldn't pick it up, and now it's a 4-run deficit.
Braden Dolbatian takes the first pitch strike. It's 0-1. Dolbatian hit a bullet his last time up. 105 off the bat, but he hit it practically right at the left fielder Ware. So he hits this one high in the air, pretty well hit. Bucko going back near the track with room. He settles under it and makes the catch. Tagging up from second base and going on to third is Andrew Gravdal. They're at the corners with one out.
Yeah, just a really unlucky day from Braden Dolbatian. That one was 99 off the bat, and Tom Vaith is going to make the change and put Johansel Gomez into this game.
Some control issues on the hit by pitch, and then some hard contact are enough to make the change and just try to close this one out. The tying run on deck for the Alberta Grizzly, and that's enough to bring in the closer, Johansel Gomez. We'll let him warm up and be right back. 1 out, 2 on for the Grizzly in the top of the 7th inning. 7-3 Chill on top on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 1999s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Top of the 7th inning. It's been an adventurous one so far. 1 out, runners at the corners for the Alberta Grizzly as the call to the bullpen for Tom Vaith and the Palm Springs Chill. They're going to their closer, not taking any chances. Johansel Gomez comes in. It is a save situation. It's now a 4-run ball game, and the tying run is on deck.
Yeah, Tom Vaith means business right now as he has given Tristan Baker the insanely short leash. Johansel Gomez stands in. He's got 3 saves, a 2.33 ERA, and 23 strikeouts in 18 innings of work. He's walked 12, though, so he has to minimize those in order to get the Chill to advance to the semifinals.
2 runs have already scored for the Grizzly in this 7th inning. It's a 7-3 ball game for Matthew Maldonado, a dangerous bat. 2 for 3 on the day, a couple of singles as he takes inside for ball 1. Those 2 runs that scored were both charged to Cruz Hamilton, who started the inning. Then Tristan Baker came in, hit a guy, gave up a 2-run single to Scott Shaw, and then a fly out from Dolbatian was the leash he had as this is hit high in the air to right field. Relatively shallow as Roberts comes in and makes the catch. Holding at third base. On the play is Gravdal as it was too shallow to attempt tagging up. There's now 2 outs in the inning, and it falls to Matthew Fabian.
Fabian had scored the only run up until this top of the 7th inning as he did a good job on the base paths, but now the entire season of the Alberta Grizzly is in his hands now with 2 outs.
Trying to at least extend this game. 7-3 Chill on top. Runners at first and third. The tall right-hander fires a strike. And it's 0-1.
Nice breaking ball. Gets to the outside corner. Good frame job again by Nick Giussano as he's able to get it in there and get the call for strike one.
Gomez sets about waist high and delivers an 0-1 inside for ball one. Woods holding the runner Shaw on at first base. Not being held at third is Gravdal. The 1-1. Called strike two, and Grizzly are down to their final strike.
87 after the breaking ball at 72. Really messing with the timing of Fabian here. Is now last strike now for the Grizzly.
As the sun comes out from behind the clouds for this 1-2 pitch. Gomez sets and fires. Fouled straight back.
Fabian doing a good job. Has to do anything to stay alive here as they're on the brink of their season ending. Anything to keep the train moving and give it to Corrosis.
The 3-seeded Palm Springs Chill, one strike away from eliminating the 7-seed in the Alberta Grizzly and setting up a matchup against the 2-seeded Canada A's tomorrow. The 1-2 from Gomez. He stares in, now fires. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that'll do it. The Palm Springs Chill advance to the semifinals after knocking off the Alberta Grizzly by a final score of 7-3. They'll take on the Canada A's at 10 a.m. tomorrow, right back here. But step one complete for the 3-seeded Chill.
Well, they took care of business here against an Alberta Grizzly team. Coming off a win, they had the momentum on their side, but the Chill were just too good offensively, scored those 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th, and got a little scary in the 7th. Tom Vaith with some good pitching changes, putting Gomez in the game. He didn't throw too many pitches, only threw about 6, so he might be ready for tomorrow's game, but it is a very different matchup between the Grizzly and now the Canada A's, who they have to face tomorrow. Good offense, good pitching, especially since they have had 2 off days now. All their arms are going to be hot and ready to go. It'll be a tough challenge, but it's a pretty convincing win here for the Chill, and they're going to move on.
Yeah, and it'll be a good matchup, a rematch of the last regular season game for the Palm Springs Chill when they defeated the A's by a final score of 9-2. Those two teams have really matched up well during the regular season. It was a 6-5 win and a 7-6 win. The two teams split those 2 games previously. So a couple of really tight ball games before the 9-2 win by the Chill to close things out. Expect a great semifinal matchup tomorrow. But that'll do it for this one here, as we have another quarterfinal game to get ready for. The 5-seeded Washington Blue Sox getting ready to take on the number 4 seed in the Palm Springs Power. That game will be broadcast right here on our California Winter League YouTube channel. In about 20 minutes or so, we'll get that game started for you. But the final score here, once again, it is the Palm Springs Chill defeating the Alberta Grizzly by a final score of 7-3. On behalf of Evan Patoka, I'm Brandon Januska. Thank you for tuning in to California Winter League Playoff Baseball.